This is PokePress coverage of the 2010 Pokemon Trading Card and Video Game World Championships in Kona, Hawaii. Alright, here we go with Game 2 of the Junior Finals of the Pokemon Video Game World Championships 2010. So our top player sends out a Cresselia and a Giratina. Our bottom player sends out Groudon and a Cresselia. So in the first turn we get a helping hand from the bottom player's Cresselia. And Giratina vanishes instantly, so you guys, if you guys are at all experienced with Giratina, you guys know what's coming. And the top player's Cresselia uses Swagger, and the bottom player's Cresselia raises its attack stat and confuses it. And Groudon uses Fling to throw an Iron Ball at Cresselia. Now, Fling is a Dark-type move, and the amount of damage it does is based on whatever item gets thrown at the opponent. In this case, the Iron Ball has a base damage of 130 and almost knocks out the top player's Cresselia. And now the next turn we get a Rock Slide from Groudon. And it does take out that Cresselia now. And now Shadow Force from Giratina to the bottom player's Cresselia. Thanks to its large defensive properties, Cresselia does manage to stay in there, and its Citrus Berry activates as well. And it's still confused, though. And this time it damages itself. So the top player sends out a Kyogre, triggering the rain. And bottom player's Groudon comes back and is substituted for Cherrim. And now we get a Water Spout from Kyogre. Despite not being very effective, it does about half damage to Cherrim. And Cresselia is actually knocked out by it. So now our bottom player has to pick out a Pokemon to replace it. And once again we get Groudon, which makes it sunny. Cherrim transforms accordingly. And the top player takes Kyogre back and sends out Ludicolo. So Cherrim protects itself. Now we get a Rock Slide from Groudon. And Shadow Force, in case you didn't know, is one of the few attacks that can break through Protect. So even though Cherrim protected itself, it still takes the damage from Shadow Force, and in fact is knocked out by it. There are a couple other moves that can break through Protect, or can break through it on specific conditions. And we get a Fake Out from Ludicolo to Ho-Oh. And an Earthquake from Groudon. Fortunately, it doesn't do a lot of damage to either one. Groudon, or Ludicolo is, of course, resistant to ground. And Ho-Oh still has that leftovers from the first game. And Ludicolo has the leftovers as well. And now we get a Rock Slide. And Ho-Oh makes a substitute. And now Giratina's Shadow forces the substitute. And breaks the substitute. One neat thing about a couple of these ghost attacks is that you'll notice the background goes black and white when they occur. Nice touch. Now, Ludicolo uses Grass Knot on Groudon, which is super effective, and Groudon is quite heavy. Does about 7/8 damage. And now we get a Shadow Sneak from Giratina to Groudon. Shadow Sneak, of course, is a priority move, which means it goes first. And now we get another substitute from Ho-Oh. And a Grass Knot from Ludicolo to Ho-Oh. It was probably intended for Groudon just in case Shadow Sneak didn't knock it out, because it doesn't do very much damage at all to Ho-Oh. Not enough to break the substitute anyway. And now we get another Shadow Sneak from Giratina. So there, now Ho-Oh uses Sacred Fire, which is its signature attack against Giratina. Now Giratina is part dragon, so it's not going to take a lot of damage from this. But it does get a burn from it, which has attack reducing effects and does a little bit of damage each turn. And the top player takes Giratina back and sends out Kyogre. And Ho-Oh protects itself. And now we get a Thunder from Kyogre to Ho-Oh, which does do enough damage to break the substitute. And now Ludicolo uses Leech Seed to seed Ho-Oh. And now we get a Brave Bird from Ho-Oh to Kyogre. And now we get another Thunder from Kyogre. And without a substitute to take the damage, Ho-Oh is knocked out, and now the top player wins this game, so we are tied 1-1. This has been a PokePress Special Report.